So I am Heidi-Maria Akkala. I work for the Helsinki municipality as a daycare center manager. I started as a teacher in 2010. I had studied early childhood education in the University of Oulu. I did my bachelor's and master's there. I went to work. I came to Helsinki right away. I worked 2 years as a teacher here in Helsinki, and then I moved to the middle part of Southern Osterbothnia. Actually, it's the area is called there, and I worked there kind of like I was teaching and trying to learn a little bit about being a manager at the same time. So it was a small daycare where I was able to teach and also manage 8 people. So I work in the daycare called Herttoniemi. It's located really close to the Helsinki city center. We have at the moment 28 teachers working there, and then we have around 170 kids about.
Oh, very, very big kindergarten, I think.
Yeah, we have preschool, which is located in the same building with the Herttoniemi school, and then we have the daycare side that is in another building. And next year we are going to celebrate 70 years birthday.
Of course.
So Herttoniemi is really traditional daycare and really valued. Really well valued by the parents and everyone basically in Helsinki. Yes, so here in Finland we call daycare center managers, and school side have the principals. Yes, in Finland we don't have any system that we would need some years of education before you can be a manager in the daycare. School side might be different, but in the early childhood education we don't need certain years. It's often said that like at least 5 years would be good to be as a teacher before moving to another position, but it's not in a law of any kind. In Helsinki, it's really a problem at the moment that people are changing places, and they don't stay in the same workplace for many years. And also we have a little bit lack of teachers. But in our daycare, since it's so well valued and good location, everyone wants to come. So I haven't had these problems at all, and it makes my job much easier because I can concentrate to build the trust and the values with the same people all the time.
Because they are not changing all the time. So
yes,
yeah.
And it's also really good thing for the parents and kids. Like kids feel so safe, so much safer when the adults are the same from day to day.
That's a very good point.
I think many things, but some things could be, for example, that people know each other when they have been there so long time, so they have become like friends kind of, and then it's easy to help each other when you know who you are helping. Because daycare in Helsinki at least have so many changes per day, and we might not, for example, if someone is sick, we might not be able to get anyone to replace that person. So we have to do, my job is a big thing of my job is to kind of like find who from our daycare could go to that group where the person is missing. When everyone knows each other well, it's not a big deal to go and help to other group.
They are already very close.
Yes, because they know who are the kids, who are the adults there, and it feels kind of like safe to go to help. So the feeling of safeness, kind of, I think, and knowing that my peers will help me when I need to, that keeps people wanting to come there and stay there. I think that manager has to be flexible, that the as much flexibility you can give is important, from my point of view at least. So for example, working hours, if the teachers can kind of like affect what sort of working hours they will do, it will make their life easier, and they will feel that they are affecting the decisions that are related to them. So I think that is important thing for me. Give the flexibility as much as I can. For example, when we make any sorts of decisions, my goal is to give lots of time for conversation. So I organize meetings that we can talk. Different people from different groups, different teachers from different groups can come to the meeting and talk about the same matter. Everyone can say their opinions. And then after that we make the decision. So that makes them want to commit when they've been able to participate to decide the goals. They can like share their views. So I think that during the years I've been working, I have learned to, I would say that I have never been a person who tries to be a manager or tries to be a leader by doing small micromanaging or things like this. I have always felt that everyone can make their own decisions, but then I am just trying to help everyone.
Or guide.
Yes, I think that I am more like a coach. I am coaching my team to do the best job and get the best out of the days that we are spending together. I want to make the atmosphere as open as I can. Always I try to explain why we need an open atmosphere, that everyone has the ability to say whatever they think, and not like, okay, my opinion is different than the manager has, I cannot be telling my ideas at all. I want everyone to know that they can say whatever they think is right, because then it also expands my ideas when I hear them saying something differently than what was my original thought. That is kind of like what I feel is supporting. But then of course if there are situations where they have difficulties, teachers have difficulties between with parents, or teacher has difficulties with another teacher, then I have to be there to support them. My key idea is to react as quickly as I can. In a situation when there are some difficulties, I have to be quick, because otherwise it will expand. And I am also trying to say that those difficult situations are not bad if they happen. We always can learn from the situations. Maybe that is some sort of supporting method also for the teachers, because then they realize that, okay, things like this can happen and they are good that they happen. We all can learn from these situations. And then to go to the practice in, like, for example, situation where we have sometimes situations where another teacher has said something to other teacher, and then she feels like not respected, for example.
Mm.
At least in this daycare, sometimes it is difficult for the teacher who felt not respected to explain for the other teacher that, hey, I didn't feel respected, what can we do? So then I ask the teachers always to be open to each other first. But if there are some problems with the communication, then I come and try to solve the situation with them. Then it's important to let both sides to tell how they felt in the situation and what was their point of view. That their self-esteem also like stays good or gets better when I show that I respect both sides. After they have shared their ideas and feelings, then we try to figure out like a solution, what should we do next. Basically sounds really like everyday thing and like, oh, that's what everyone does.
No.
But it's what I do and what I think is right.